that, like, say for example, so Billie Eilish makes music for children, as an example, right?
Right.
So, how could I get that phrased easily enough just for children to be able to understand if they were to watch the video?
Right.
Because naturally, it's not a topic that I can get into without them hearing about it, right?
Mm-hmm.
Um, so like it has to be pretty simple. It can't be overly complicated.
Okay.
Does that make sense?
Yeah.
Yeah. Like basically, I'm trying to say like easy, simple vocabulary, like no like complex terminologies or anything along those lines.
Right.
So, um, what I had written the other day was like I was given hypnotic commands to remember specific metaphors. I was told that they were that wait, I was given hypnotic commands to remember specific metaphors. I was told that were cued by some of the pictures John Matthew Hurl drew in the letters, indicating that even some of the pictures he drew were premeditated.
Mm-hmm.
Make sense?
Yeah.
Okay. Um, and so I need to describe how they were presented over the course of like a couple hours, though. And one of the ways that I phrased that was um, let's see, I was hypnotized to only remember a portion of a metaphor at a time, and the hypnosis repressed each metaphor portion before I would be cued to remember the next.
Mm-hmm.
Does that make sense?
Yeah.
So, like, approximately 5 minutes of metaphors, right? I mean, what I described to you is probably more like two or three.
Right.
And, like spread out over 2 hours, though.
Mm-hmm.
Um, and, like, this is like this is difficult to do, too. Because, I mean, like, it's interesting, but it's not exactly necessarily entertaining. Does that make sense?
Right. And with
That
me on the line,
sucks.
you're actually doing quite good.
Well, thank you. I appreciate that. Um, but so what like what do you think though? Because like this should not take too long to do.
No, it doesn't. It's,
You understand the concept. It's very simple.
yeah, I do.
It might take like quite a bit of sentences. I imagine maybe like it would take like half an hour to write a page about
Right.
at the most, right?
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
And that's if I really wanted to go into specific detail about everything that they did with it.
Right.
Does that make sense?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. So that's what we need to do right now. It's like less than half an hour. Think we
Okay.
can do that?
Mm, yeah.
Awesome. So, I mean, like, because I mean, like, the concept itself can be a little bit confusing to describe,
Mm-hmm.
and that's what I meant by like describing it to children so that they would understand.
Right.
Because, it's just kind of difficult if it's like, a little bit like if it's complicated and they don't understand it.
Right.
So the hypnosis is making this so difficult, and it shouldn't be. Like making it unnecessarily difficult.
Right.
I also have written down here, and this one's a little bit longer too. Um, And I mean, I could describe isomorphic metaphors as well. It might even be helpful to describe the difference because that's what they are. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Let me see. So, isomorphic definition. That's interesting. Being of identical or similar form, shape, or structure, like isomorphic crystals. Hmm. And then if I look up isomorphic metaphors, because this is one of the things I learned in my hypnosis course. Mike Mandel actually has an entire video on it, but it's a minute long, and I'm not sure if his thing is copyrighted technically. Well, I mean it's on YouTube, but still, you know what I mean. You might have it actually copyrighted. I might stop recording the video, and then just play it
Mhm.
because like it'll be nice to have like a reliable definition of it. I'm not entirely sure if I'm describing it well enough. Does that make sense?
Mhm.
Okay, so I'm gonna stop recording the video right now.